have just been something so simple as my phone overheating, just so we could be clear. I think my phone was just overheating. So I started having connectivity issues with the internet. That's what I think happened, just so we could be clear. Pardon. Um, while I was getting everything back, I had to put this shit in the freezers. I had to put the phones in the freezers to get this shit working right. So hold on. I was thinking about something. Um, so I start putting the titles back in, and then I realized we haven't spoken about Jim Jones yet. And you know, all of these dudes is gonna be getting shit now because people have to hate Tekashi. All of these dudes is gonna be getting shit because people have to hate Tekashi. I'm gonna explain. Personally, I don't know what happened with the situation that happened in Atlanta with Jim Jones. I'm not sitting here to pretend like I do. Or trying to what the fuck. I'm not here to pretend like I do. I don't know all of the details regarding the situation that happened with Jim Jones. All right. I'm gonna tell you the details that I know. If I'm off on anything, or if there's anything that you guys know that I don't know, put me on the game. I'm asking that if I'm off on any details, that I'm incorrect on any details, that you guys help me out and put me on the game. All right. So this is what I know about the situation. They were driving in a car. The police wanted them to stop. They didn't stop. There was a high-speed chase. The police finally caught up to them. There was guns. There was drugs, weed, pills, and I think something else in the vehicle. Everybody gets arrested. Boom. Jim Jones somehow skates and doesn't go to prison. Boom. That's the situation that they're talking about, and they're saying Jim Jones had to have snitched on somebody else. I'm thinking that that's one of the things that they're saying. And I want to say this real quick. If you're bringing up that Atlanta situation, that's not fair. The only person who can bring up that Atlanta situation is Tekashi 6ix9ine. You want to know why? Because Tekashi 6ix9ine is basically, that's his same argument. You know why it's not a big deal that Jim Jones didn't go to jail for that? Because Jim Jones was the bag. He wasn't supposed to go to jail. Somebody else was supposed to take the hit. But now, since y'all changing what all of this shit means, since y'all changing the rules and the regulations so Tekashi 6ix9ine looks even worse when there's really no need to do any of these things, but y'all still doing it because y'all want to even make the things that he's doing seem even worse. You're moving the goalposts, so you're catching other people. You know how many people got paperwork, rappers got paperwork where they got caught with shit and other niggas had to take the fall? Almost every rapper. So now we're going to go after every single rapper that got pulled over by the police, and there was guns in the car, and the next nigga took the hit because they was the bag. We're going to pull over every rapper now that had that was their situation. Now we're going to say that they have to be, so what are we doing? What are we doing? So I don't know what paperwork this dude is talking about. He was like, he was going hard talking about the paperwork. I don't know what paperwork he's talking about. I haven't gotten the slightest idea. Obviously, I don't know. But at the end of the day, the rapper isn't supposed to go to jail when the cops pull us over and there's guns and drugs in the car. Somebody's supposed to take the hit. So if somebody takes the hit, now there's a problem with that too. So if somebody takes the hit, the rapper's a snitch. But if the rapper go to jail, then the bag gets locked up. So I need to know what was supposed to happen. I need to know what was supposed to happen. So if there's I need just somebody to explain to me. I'm not trying to argue with nobody. I know that there's people that think that Jim Jones is snitched in that specific situation. And I'm not saying he didn't snitch. What I'm saying is that as far as I know, you can't just say he snitched because he didn't go to jail, because he's not supposed to go to jail. Do you have other information? Because the fact he didn't go to jail, proof of lack of evidence isn't proof of evidence. You understand? But just because there's a lack of evidence, that doesn't prove that something happened. That doesn't prove that anything happened. So I don't want to hear Jim Jones didn't go to jail, so he had to have snitch. I'm going to keep the same energy. I don't know what anybody else is doing. I'm going to say the rapper's the bag, and so therefore, when the police pull up on everybody, somebody else is supposed to go to jail because the guy that makes all of the money got to be free. So that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to stay consistent with that. Prince Tuamir says, I noticed Georgia penitentiaries ages are tremendously, and I emphasize penitentiaries ages. I don't understand what you're saying right there. You mean it ages people fast? You go to jail in Georgia, you age fast? Famous Dexter was sentenced to a year, but he's back out already, apparently. I don't know what's going on with these days. Their reason for letting Famous Dex go was because because the prisons are too full. Protect the bag. So I don't understand what anybody is talking about. Keep the same energy. Right? I'm keeping the same energy. See, what happened is now they can't go back off of a lot of, in order for, do you understand, in order for some of these people to say, yo, Jim Jones should have went to jail. A lot of people have to say that because that's what they're saying about Tekashi. You get it? So they're trying to keep the same energy. They got to say that. That's what they're saying about Tekashi. Tekashi should have went to jail, right? Tekashi's the bag. Dude, Casanova's not free right now. He's the bag. Tekashi's the bag. He was supposed to go do 40-something years. So I'm just asking, what up, Ashar? I'm asking because I need somebody to explain this to me. Because what I'm saying is, they talking about the taps. Hold on. I'm going to discuss that in a minute also. Just give me 1 second. Just one thing at a time. Because I also heard about the whole, they also talk about they also want to see the paperwork from Georgia, allegedly. See, they're talking about paperwork. For everybody that don't know, I put a video up where Wack 100 was talking about it last night. And he was talking about paperwork. Oh, you said G at commissary so bad. I saw a diabetic dude has his leg amputated by 26, and he was even down that long. Damn. Do you understand that? In order for them to keep that same energy with Jim Jones, they have to agree Jim Jones got to go to jail. So that's what Tekashi's side is saying. That's why Wack 100 is saying that, because he's holding Jim Jones to the same standard that everybody else was holding Tekashi. Just understand what's happening. I'm gonna keep the same energy I had with Tekashi. He's the bag. How is there even? Why is this even a reason why he's gonna get locked up? How is you niggas even arguing to the point where the person that's making the money feeding everybody, y'all want to send him to jail? What in the hell was going on over there? That's the energy I have. I don't know what energy anybody else has for this particular topic. I'm saying, what the hell was going on over there? That's the guy that makes the money and feeds everybody, and y'all want him to go to jail. So I'm keeping the same energy with Jim Jones. Somebody else was supposed to take the hit. What the fuck? Why was he supposed to go to jail for? Y'all niggas serious? Can I get some comments on this? How y'all feel about that? Only one talking is Shaw. So, what was else y'all was talking about? Y'all said they talking about the wiretap. Let's talk about the wiretap. Who want to talk about the wiretap? Come on, let's talk about the wiretap. Let's talk about the wiretap. Mike Vegas says Jim Jones told on 6ix9ine. Okay, I'm not saying he didn't. How would I know? How do you know Jim Jones told on 6ix9ine, and what did he tell on 6ix9ine about? I'm not saying he didn't. I want to know. What did Jim Jones tell on 6ix9ine about? First, before you even tell me how you know, what he told him on him, what he told about him on. Depending on what you say, I'm gonna ask you how you know. Because you might say something, I'm like, nah, I'm not doing this. Shout out to King Will. He says, BBN fraud salute. He says, yo, those 10-minute videos is genius. Constantly evolving and taking the channel to new levels. Keep up the great work, bro. Appreciate you. Is people leaving comments on those videos? Shout out to Rule Jones. He says, salute to the BBN family. Fraud. Salute, my brother. What up, JPA? Rule, don't nobody see them dots, Jones. What up, JPA? Says, the feds are under the impression that violate means killed, and that's a hit, correct? The feds don't think violate mean kill. You guys keep saying violate means kill. Or certain people keep saying violate means kill. The feds 100% knows violate don't mean kill. Black Thugger says, it's crazy because if 6ix9ine would have took that time, a lot of people would have asked, why didn't he snitch? Absolutely, that's a fact. Yeah, no, the feds is not saying they got the impression it meant kill. I don't know why people keep saying that on social media. I don't have the slightest idea. Prince Tourmere says, my point is, I see why someone took his bid if he has the money. GA Penitentiary is for real. Oh, for real, for real. Modern day slavery. They feed you everything to kill you. Then you got it. Then, oh, wow. I wasn't in prison in Georgia. I was in regular jail, and our meals was little. I was in regular jail, and food wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. It's better than the shit I got in Rikers. That's a fact. Come on, let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App, y'all. Come on, let's go. Who's coming to the clubhouse after the show, after morning coffee? Who's pulling up to the clubhouse? What time is it? We got a lot of time. Who's pulling up to the clubhouse? Clubhouse starts about 12:30. Who's pulling up to the clubhouse? 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. So let's talk about the wiretap. Who want to talk about the wiretap? Y'all came in here, y'all said they talking about the wiretap. Let's discuss the wiretap. First of all, first and foremost, I just want to make something clear. First and foremost, I just want to make this clear. Hold on, let me put the clubhouse real quick. Oh shit, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Remove. That's not it for a reason. I wouldn't do that on a social media thing like that. That would be stupid. That's my clubhouse right there. I don't know about no website thing, man. I don't know about that. I only know about it going on the phone. That's it. I don't know about no website. So yo, I want to explain something real quick. Violate super. Okay, so I'm gonna explain something. So violate. You think super violate means to kill? Super violate is just saying do more of whatever violate is. Okay, so let's talk. Let's use. A lot of slang has to be made and created so it could be simple to understand. Not, with all due respect, a lot of these niggas that is in these, there's all kinds. You got smart people in gangs, you got leaders in gangs, you got fighters in gangs, you got punks in gangs, you got all types of people in gangs. And some of the people that you have in the gangs also are individuals that had to go to special ed, special education. I'm not talking about people who have a learning disability. I'm specifically talking about people who just don't care. And you have to make things simple or they're just going to lose their attention and they're going to be off to the next. So slang in general is meant to break something down or to make something easier to understand to an individual living inside of whatever the geography of a place is, or amongst a dialogue of individuals, correct? So super violate could only mean to do whatever violate means more. Tell me where it makes sense to say kill him, super kill him. Tell me where that makes sense. And I'm just talking from a logical standpoint. Think about slang. And I'm not even, forget slang that's in gangs. Regular slang that we use every day. It's not made to be more complicated. It's made to be easier to understand by the people in that geography. That's what it is. Easier to understand, easier to comprehend. So what sense would it make to say kill him? Yeah, man, we got to super kill him. What sense would that make? So those are for everybody that said he's ordering a hit. Check this out. It's not illegal to tell somebody to beat somebody up if they don't beat the person up. Okay, so you can say super violate can be killed all you want. I know. I don't know any people that are part of a gang other than you, because you're saying you are, that said super violate mean kill. I don't know any people. And I'm in New York. So I'm talking about in New York, in my area, in the region in which I live in. You are literally the first person I've ever heard that is claiming to be a part of a gang over here in New York City, or having friends that say super violate mean kill. Every other person that I've ever spoken to that has ties to the streets, even police officers who work in the streets, who I've spoken to, because I interview people, they even say super violate don't mean kill. Only you do. So shout out to you, Ashar. I'm not saying where you are or where you aren't. Oh, so you're going to start telling me things that have nothing to do with what I'm talking about to change the subject? The Chosen One says, it's not about what we think or know, it's what the judge thinks. That's a fact. And they said that that did not mean, that was not a hit. They literally said in the court of law that it's not a hit. I'm not saying I agree with everything the court say, but They're literally saying the same thing that the streets is saying that I know about. You know, the streets you know about say other things. The streets I know about say that that's not a hit. So explain to me exactly. Why he should have been arrested. He said, if you ask me where I'm from, we DP pack out, regulate, Mando on site, laugh out loud. I don't know about the super violate. Okay, thank you for just acknowledging that you don't know about a thing. So I'm telling you exactly what it is. All right, super violate just means that it doesn't even mean the Beatz. It just means humiliate somebody. See, you're not from New York. See, this is how you know that that person is lying about where he's from. I'm going to tell you how you know. Because in New York, the word violate's been around as long as I've been alive. And violate somebody just basically mean to disrespect them. It don't mean to beat nobody up. It don't even mean to put hands on somebody. It just means to disrespect them. You could say something and violate somebody. Now go back and read Shaw's comments and understand everything he's saying. He is not from where he's saying he is. All right? And somebody in here tell me if I know what I'm talking about. Thank you, Tighten Up TV. So that's why I just let dude talk. You understand what I'm saying? I just let dude talk. Sometimes you just gotta let the lie live. Sometimes you just gotta let the lie live. Anyway. So I need somebody to explain to me if the police and the government didn't think that this was a hit, a hire for somebody to kill somebody, why Jim Jones should have been arrested. I need somebody to explain that to me. Explain it to me. It's not illegal to tell somebody that they should beat somebody up. It's not illegal to tell somebody that they should make fun of somebody. It's not illegal to tell somebody to embarrass somebody. That's not illegal. So why should Jim Jones be arrested now? Anthony Juarez. Absolutely. No. Anthony Juarez says, so it sounds more like whacking 6ix9ine knew this, but also knew planting the seed of snitching could cause just as much confusion. I'm going to tell you what they're doing. What they're doing is, okay, so basically, what they're doing is absolutely great for them. All right, they're actually hitting a good note. Once again, now they're doing closer to what I said they should have did before. They're taking one situation, somebody else that is not Tekashi 6ix9ine is now presenting that situation to the world. One by one, we're going to discuss these different people and how there's a chance that these motherfuckers are snitches. The reason why this works more with Jim Jones than I don't know whoever else they might pull, I don't know who they're going to pull yet, is because Jim Jones was literally that situation that happened in Atlanta, and that's why I mentioned it. It's similar to what Tekashi was going through. Everybody got caught up on a thing. Who's going to take the fall? That's why I said the simple fact that there was even that people are even saying Tekashi should have took the time. That's insane. Nobody ever says that the rapper should take the time. People always say that somebody's supposed to take the time for the rapper. Except for in this situation. This is literally the first time I've ever seen somebody say that the rapper should go to jail and somebody else shouldn't take the time so the rapper could stay out and make money. So, I don't know what to tell you. D. Mitchell says, I have seen people get arrested for less. I don't think you could get arrested for telling somebody to embarrass a person, but if you've seen somebody get arrested for saying less, was that a good arrest or was it just a bad officer? I've seen people get arrested for less too, illegally. Or I've seen a ton of illegal arrests. I've been arrested illegal 2 or 3 times. The Chosen One said, he is the godfather of the gang, laugh out loud. Why wouldn't they want the highest man in the gang? He is the other charges according to felony and no jail time. Look, It don't make sense for the bag to go to jail. This is the same exact situation that happened in Georgia. That's why they keep saying, look at the paperwork. I'd like to leave these conversations alone sometimes because I don't think 6ix9ine should have snitched. I'm against snitching. But there's other people who are in such similar situations in 6ix9ine. What the fuck are y'all gonna do when they keep getting exposed? Y'all gonna keep explaining about, no. We only care about that type of stuff when 6ix9ine is involved. When any other rappers is involved, we don't, it's all good. Nah, I'm good. I don't want to experience any illegal arrests. So I damn sure ain't going somewhere where I'm damn sure ain't going somewhere where when you're telling me they're gonna do illegal arrests, especially for the explicit purpose of getting illegally arrested. I'm okay. I'm all of the okays. What up, Rodcliffe Martin? We got 62 people in here. Could we get those likes up, please, so we can send out some notifications? What up, Rodcliffe Martin? He says, I never pronounced that damn HB. Jack Frost, he says, Jack Frost, as far as I remember, the feds was worried about the out-of-town show that 6ix9ine was going to do. That's where the feds said that they was going to try to harm him. Okay, hold on. There was supposed to be a meetup that was supposed to happen in Connecticut at a casino. That's what you're talking about. Absent that, having zero to do with that, having nothing to do with that, allegedly, there was also they were already going to kill him for a different reason. Having nothing to do with that. Somebody else had a whole plan, having nothing to do with Jim Jones. Somebody else, as far as I know, it had nothing to do with Jim Jones. Somebody else. I'm not going to say who it is. I'm not going there. I'm just saying. Somebody else had a whole plan, allegedly. At least this is what the FBI was saying. Allegedly. To kill him. Get him out of town at the casino, I think in like Connecticut or some shit. And kill him out there. Allegedly, they was going to do it in Las Vegas, but they were going to move the timetable up and do it sooner. So that's what you're talking about, I believe. So that's a different situation as far as I know. Maybe I'm wrong. Rich says he didn't have to snitch. No way. That fool knows what's his name, Lucius. He could have shut the fuck up. Ain't no way he was getting no 47 years. He's gonna get 47. When y'all see how many years Casanova get, tell me he wasn't gonna get 47 years then. Yeah, I'm just saying that was happening. But that's as far as I know, that was a different situation. That was a plan by a different person or a group of people. Y'all got to understand, Tekashi had groups of people who were working against him who weren't even working together. He had like a cell with people over there that was working against him. He had like a cell with people over there that was working against him. These niggas ain't even working together. I'm just saying, to the comment that Rich just left, Rich said, he didn't have to snitch. No way. That fool knows what's his name, Lucius. He could have shut the F up. Ain't no way he was getting 47 years, shaking my head. When you see what happens to Casanova 2-time after his court, right, after his trial, and you see how many years they do or don't give him, I want you to revisit that comment and that thought. D. Mitchell says, so that call between Jim and Mel was the only call the feds had? Obviously not. But if they had another call that was pertinent, you don't think they would have used it in court? Rue Jones says, or if your point is that they might have something that could have incriminated Jim, and they're trying not to use it, so that's why we don't see it. I don't think that's fair, because you could just say that about anything. Oh, we don't lack of evidence is not proof of evidence. You understand what I'm saying? Just because the evidence don't exist, you can't say, oh well, it might exist. Like, how we gonna go through life like that with no certainty? Rule, don't nobody see them dots. Jones says, Frost, what do you think about Jim Jones having 6ix9ine old jewelry on? I don't know about that being a thing. As far as I know, his old jewelry was given to his mother. Which old jewelry are you talking about, Rule? I need you to tell me what old jewelry you're talking about. Which old jewelry are you talking about? I need you to tell me. What old jewelry are you talking about? I'm trying to... What old jewelry are you talking about? Shout out to Prince Tuamir putting our Instagram up in there, one of our Instagrams. What old jewelry are you talking about? How am I going to answer the question if you're not going to tell me, Rule? All right, I'm going to move on there because he's not telling me. If you don't tell me which old jewelry you're talking about, like which old jewelry? Because this is the second. I know, I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand. Like, remember, he had jewelry that was stolen. He had jewelry he was locked up with, right? So I want to know which jewelry you talking about. I'm pretty sure when he got arrested, he had jewelry on him, right? So is this just something people were saying? Or is this something you think? You know what I'm saying? Like, is this like people just out there saying he had his old jewelry on? Is it a joke? It might just be a joke. I'm pretty sure he can't literally have his old jewelry, though. That was given to his moms, I believe. I think the jewelry that was stolen was recovered because what happened was they recovered the jewelry when they arrested Harv, because Harv was trying to go to different jewelers and sell it. But, you know, that jewelry you can't sell it. It's trackable. So they called the police, and then they got arrested, so that jewelry was confiscated. The jewelry he got arrested with, that jewelry was confiscated. All of that jewelry became evidence, and then all of that evidence was given back to his mother. So I'm not, so I think they just make it a joke. So that's why I was asking, what jewelry are you talking about? I wasn't coming for you, man. Wait, Whack 100 said it? So maybe, hold on. This is probably what it is then. If we're to believe that that's a possibility, there could have been jewelry that he could have bought for niggas. Right? 6ix9ine is the bag. He bought niggas jewelry, right? He could have bought some nigga some jewelry, and then that nigga somehow ended up in Jim Jones' hands, and Jim Jones wore it on stage. Why not? Jim Jones had way too many chains on. I don't understand these people. What is my opinion on Jim about what? D. Mitchell. That's a vague. Which one? My opinion on Jim about how he dresses. My opinion on Jim about how he raps. My opinion on Jim about is he tall enough to be in the Olympics. My opinion on Jim about how well of a painter he is. What, that's a vague question. Regarding what case? This particular case, I don't think he's in it. I think he's in it as much as we saw him to be in it. I think that because everybody had to get picked up sooner, because they had to cut their operation short, because Tekashi 6ix9ine went on air apparently and let everybody know that there was a problem inside of Treyway, that there are individuals who did not get arrested. If that's the case, they have a shitload of evidence, most likely, that wasn't used in the Tekashi case. The reason why Jim Jones probably didn't get arrested is because Jim Jones still was close enough ties to this case that they could still get warrants on people that come into contact with him. What up, Tiandre Willis Sr.? I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know any of this to be the truth. But if you're telling me I mean, would that be, because that's one thing that they could do. Like, there's certain people that if you get on the phone with them, now they could tap your phone. If you're on the phone with them and they hear you, like say my phone is tapped or whatever, and I get on the phone with you and I start talking about some shit that it leads it to believe that, you know, it might be, they might be able to now get a tap on your phone. This is going to help us with our investigation, Judge. I mean, I'm pretty sure we've all saw them freaking crime dramas where the dude goes to jail, where the dude gets arrested and they let him go just so they could follow him. I'm not saying that that's the case here, though. I'm just saying I need to know what crime he's committed to lock him up. Maybe they was trying to lock him up right. My point I was just trying to make is, even if he was in this case, maybe they was trying to lock him up, and the only way to keep their warrants and everything open, to keep the whole fake case and everything else like that open with the people that they weren't able to arrest this time, was to just leave him out of it. But what do I know? I'm not adequately satisfied with why he should go to jail in either regard. I'm just not satisfied. Is he y'all just want him to go to jail because y'all don't like him? Because I promise you, there's a ton of people who I come into contact with that I don't care for, and I really don't care if they go to jail. I really don't care if they win or lose. Ton of people. I promise you. I'm like, that person was an asshole. And then I turn around, and then they don't exist anymore. And I go about my life. I promise you. I should have stayed in that room. I had something I had to go do. Couldn't stay in there for y'all. I wanted to stay in there for y'all. CIA Chris, I don't know. CIA Chris somewhere chilling. Probably on the beach somewhere. Probably already got another gang caught up. Probably got another gang caught up by now. Out there doing his best work. Yo, y'all really was like, yo, think about this. I just want to just say something real quick about 6ix9ine, and we're gonna move on, talk about Polight or something. I want to say he's infiltrated the Hells Angels. I want to say something real quick. Y'all was really saying this nigga had to move to another country, yo. Niggas was really like, yo, he gotta move to another country. Imagine, could y'all even understand being hated so much that millions of people think you need to leave the country? What up, 100 Racer? Just something to think about. I think that's bananas. That's just something to think about. I think it's bananas. I don't know what to tell you. Leave the whole country. The whole country. This is bananas. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, y'all want to talk about Polight now? We can get on Polight. I want to talk about Polight now. What we talking about? Y'all want to stay on this, or y'all want to talk about Polight? But as far as I'm concerned, a wellness salute for us on vacation, tapping in upstate, all the rails, New York. All right, shout out to upstate New York, off the rail. Upstate is off the rails. New York, shout out to upstate New York. What up, Darren Watson? I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. I got a question. I'm going to tell you how I feel real quick. I just want to mention this. I shouldn't even say this, but I'm going to tell you how I feel real quick. You ever have a little baby, and a little baby, there'd be a pet or something like that, an animal or a cat or something like that over there in the corner. And a little baby over there, run over to the animal, pull the animal tail, the animal turns around and hisses or something, and then the little baby runs over you and complains to you. That's how I feel these hater niggas is. And then I feel like they do that to me. They harass me. And then if I say or do anything at all, they point at me and say, see, he's crazy. I don't understand how people fall for that. Like, that's the part I don't get. Like, that's the part I don't understand. I don't understand how people fall for that. Like, how do you fall for that? Anyway. How do you fall for that? Tyson Garcia says, Polight needs to stop doing live, shaking my head. Why are you saying that? Did you see the Polight live? Tell me what you thought about the Polight live. Tyson Garcia, tell me what you thought about the Polight live. Tell me what you thought about it. Tell me what you thought about the Polight live. What up to Juan Sellers? He says, good morning, good brother. Just chilling, man. Hope everything going well with you and yours. This is what I'm going to say. Polight did a live. Listen. Polight did a live the other day. Dead in the middle of the live, he said he's not going to address the issue because his lawyer said he can't talk about it. Now, with that being said, his lawyers probably told him he can't talk about it. You have an ongoing criminal court case. He probably aren't going to talk about it on live. So don't look for him to talk about it on live. I'm basically saying I don't think he should talk about it either. It's not going to be in his best interest. The problem is if you're not guilty, you're going to be saying your story everywhere. See, that's the problem. When you say my lawyer says I shouldn't talk, that means you got something to hide. When you have 100% not nothing to hide, your lawyer's going to be standing right next to you while you at that podium. Tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong. If you got zero to hide, you're going to be standing up there at that podium with your lawyer right next to you talking your shit. Tell me where I'm wrong. He said he had 2 charges taken off that were felonies. I'm just saying, if you are not guilty, if you are innocent, your lawyer is going to have you shouting that shit out and repeating that shit everywhere. Everywhere. Your lawyer is going to have you repeating that shit everywhere. Thank you, Tyson Garcia. First of all, we've seen it. How often have we seen it? We've seen it in actual application in real life over and over and over and over and over again. Like, we've seen this in real application in real life. What the fuck? Seen this shit in real life. Tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me how often have we seen somebody get accused of something in the public, then after they get accused of whatever that thing is in the public, the next thing you know, they at some podium talking with their lawyers next to them. How often have we seen that? Even when people been guilty, they've been doing that shit. R. Kelly did the shit. Remember when R. Kelly did it? How about when the people that was suing R. Kelly was about to sue R. Kelly? They did it. Tyson Garcia said, first couple of lives, he was talking about money and cars with no worries. Now he a bit shaky. Okay, so I don't want to. It's his job to talk about money and cars. I'm just going to say that. So his first couple of lives, he was probably just doing work as usual. He was just, going to work as usual. I'm just saying, don't lean too much into that. That might not be that big of a deal. It could have just been one of those work as usual days. That's simple. First, from the information we have, do you think he's guilty? They said that the girl had semen stains on her that were his, allegedly. What do you think? And we could figure out a reasonable way for him to have semen on, for his semen to get on her while they're in the room all by themselves. She's unconscious also, by the way. I don't know. It's on you. What you think? The story he initially told was, this is the story that was initially out. He was going to a party, an after party that he was bringing her to. When they got there, it was closed or it was over. So he brought her back to his hotel room. Now, there's two things I have. There's a ton of problems I have with this particular story. The first one is, she's 14 years old. Why are you bringing her to an after party? You know what after party is? After the actual party, right? The after party is where we get fucked up and have sex. Why are you bringing a 15-year-old to an after party, a 14-year-old to an after party? That's first. All right, shout out to that shit. Whatever. I don't know what the hell. Then the next problem I have is, you brought her to an after party because she was having a problem with her moms, and you was trying to take her off away from her moms to have a discussion, try to fix the problem. How? How are you going to fix two people that got issues if you're not talking to them while they both dead? That don't even make sense. Hold on. Which charges he said were dropped? So he has no more charges? Anyway, then he said he brought her back to her mom's. She said she woke up throwing up and he was trying to force her to throw up. Anyway, let's forget about that whole story. I didn't want to go over that story no more. Basically, that was the first story. I know what story I'm talking about. Now, allegedly, what happened is that the ladies all went to go get something to eat. The daughter had stayed behind with her moms. The moms decided she didn't want to go down for breakfast. So he was supposed to take the girl down to breakfast. They never went down to breakfast, and he took her somewhere and hooked up with her in the middle of the day. What the fuck? Because if we're going by the second story, this happened in the morning when it was time for breakfast. Or some shit, or lunch or something. So, I don't know. It's what you think. I think once you tell me that you're trying to help two people relationship and you're having a conversation while one is not there, I'm not going to believe you. Wait, hold on. So you trying to help their relationship, but you talking to them when they separate? That sounds like manipulation to me. That doesn't sound like you're trying to help them. That sounds like you're trying to manipulate them. Anytime somebody be like, yo, hold on, let me go talk, and they don't want me to be there while they're telling the people whatever they... No, say, so you trying to manipulate one of us. You don't want me to hear what you telling that person. You don't want that person... Nah, I get it. Nah, we good. We good. Anthony Juarez says the state picked up those charges, and I doubt they are dropping any. Oh, so the state picked up the charges that were dropped? Maybe it was because it was easier to prosecute them at the state level rather than the federal level. Darren Watson said, facts. Why? She ain't even old enough to be outside after 10 p.m. If that was mine. Once again, his story is the whole night shit. The other story I heard is that it was really like in the middle of the day, like when it was time for like breakfast and lunch and shit. That's the other story I heard. This 100% be my energy. We don't want your purse, bitch. All right, what else is on the docket? What else is we was gonna discuss? What time we got? It's got 11:30. Let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App, y'all. Come on, let's go. What else y'all want to talk about? Also, we're gonna be in the clubhouse at about 10:30. I mean, pardon me, 12:30. Usually I do the clubhouse. I was thinking about doing it. Like nobody's pulling up today, so I mean, I don't know. I guess we may do the clubhouse. I don't know. We had one dude that was here. I thought he was gonna help us with the clubhouse, but apparently he hates my guts. He went to another channel and was telling them about how much he hates me. Apparently, so I don't understand you niggas. Shout out to Anthony Juarez with the $9.99 drop. Definitely appreciate you, my brother. Darren Watson is exactly. That's how it looks. What was he thinking? Just pay attention. I'm going to say something real quick. Like, you got to understand, man. Pay attention to how people try to manipulate your emotions. Like, pay attention to how people try to manipulate your emotions. I think those are some of the most dangerous people on the planet. Because those people destroy other people's lives on a daily, everyday basis. Those people are more dangerous than murderers. Those people are more dangerous than... Pay attention to people that try to manipulate you through your emotions. Both stories sounded extremely creepy, G-Force. You retracted one of your comments. I didn't get a chance to read it. I really hope it wasn't disrespect. I got a question. Do y'all want to do the clubhouse thing or not? If y'all don't want to do the clubhouse thing, then I'm not going to do it. I think it's a waste of time. I don't think y'all want the clubhouse thing. All clubhouse does is allow for y'all to come in there and talk directly with me. I don't know if y'all want the clubhouse thing, because we did the clubhouse thing yesterday. I don't think like one person, nobody pulled up. That clubhouse thing is too much, right? Y'all don't want that, right? I should go spend my energy on something else, I think. Yeah, but I don't know. I think I should go spend my energy on something else. I don't know if that's something y'all want to do. You understand what I'm saying? It's like people come up. I'm going to explain something. I'm going to say something real quick. Y'all always say, yo, Jack, let's do something. And then I start doing it, but nobody don't pull up, especially the people that said we should do it. And then I don't do it no more. And then people be like, yo, Jack, why you stop doing that thing? I stopped doing that thing because nobody came through. On his IG story, birth first degree sexual assault charges have been dropped. I told you, after I've scheduled stuff, people just, okay. I'm going to say this again. After morning coffee, we're going to have, after morning coffee, we're going to do Clubhouse, BBN the Saloon. I'm saying it again. I don't know what to tell you. And I'm gonna try it once or twice. Y'all guys ain't gonna pull up, and then I'm just gonna move on to something else. And then down the road, I'm gonna hear how I'm a liar because I said I was gonna do a clubhouse when I did the clubhouse, but nobody wanted it. So in a couple of days after I don't do the clubhouse, I'm gonna have to hear about how I'm a liar because I'm not doing something that y'all told me I wanted that you really didn't want. I'll do it again though, man, but I think this is a waste of my time. I don't think y'all want this. I'm gonna put my clubhouse in the chat. I just don't think y'all want this. I'm not sure what y'all want. I just don't think it's this. With all due respect. Yeah, but I can't give it time because I have to work on other things. Do anybody else ever understand that? Y'all do understand that, right? That I'm one person. I'm literally one person. I don't know what kind of, I know some of y'all might think I got supernatural powers. I'm really one person with limited resources, extremely limited resources. I'm over here trying to build a computer with sticks and stones, some mud and rocks. I'm over here trying to build the plane with some, I don't know, some fiber with some leaves and some fucking spider webs. If y'all want to contribute to the channel growing and doing better, you could do drops to the Cash App, to the PayPal, or to the Super Chat. Other than that, I don't know what I can. I'm going to do what I can do. I can't always do what everybody want me to do because I got to find something else to do. I'm just saying. I'm not getting at you, Prince Tour, man. You good, Brad? What you talking about? This is just random frustration. Because this is another thing. I'm going to do it again after the show today. I'm going to see if y'all pull up. I don't think nobody's going to pull up. What else y'all want to talk about? We got a couple more minutes. What else y'all want to talk about? Yeah, so that's all I'm saying. That's I'm in here. I'm receptive. Y'all tell me y'all be wanting something, and I do it. And then when I do it, it's like y'all really don't want it. So I don't know if I should do it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. Sorry. Next verses. Do they already got the next verses scheduled? I don't know. Do they got the next verses scheduled? It's probably gonna be whack. I'm not watching any more verses that's not New York rappers because it's not the way the New York rappers is doing the verses is dope. These other verses that these other people is doing, it's not for me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not their audience. That's what I'm trying to say. The audience, the verses for me is the people who they out there to compete like it's a sport. If they not out there to compete like a sport, that's not for me. That's what I'm saying. If they just out there, unless they doing it like Red and Meth did it, like, it's not for me. It's not for me. What else y'all want to talk about? Nothing? If nothing, I'm going to let y'all go. Anything else y'all want to discuss? I'm here. All right, I'm assuming we done then. I appreciate y'all. I'm going into the clubhouse. Clubhouse is going to start probably about 10 minutes after 12, 10 minutes after noon. Do whatever y'all want to do, man. I know I'm not sounding really like enthusiastic about this, but this is about the 7th or 8th thing that y'all told me y'all wanted to do. But this is about the 7th or 8th thing. No. I don't want to hide the message. I want to hide you. There you go. This is about the 7th or 8th time I'm doing the thing that you guys is asking me to do. Y'all never pull up. Y'all literally never pull up. So we'll see if it happens this time. This is the this is the thing. This is the this is me on IG. I mean, this is me on Clubhouse. Pull up. I just put it in the chat. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's gonna be called BB in the Saloon. I'm gonna be in there. There's most likely gonna be fake BB in the Saloon pages also, obviously. I don't know. Oh, you got a topic you want to discuss? I mean, I'm about to leave in a minute. I mean, I'll discuss it. We could discuss it in the clubhouse if y'all want. We discuss it in the clubhouse. We discuss it in the... Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.